I know I like to get a bit silly in these videos sometimes, act like a bit of a Looney Tune and all that, but this video is going to be very serious because it's just a very sad situation. And also a fair warning, it does involve a serious topic, which is suicide, so if that does bother you, if that's going to upset you, I would click off now. So let's go ahead and hop into this. We're talking about a 23-year-old TikTok cosplayer who went by the name Inquisitor 3 and ended up ending his life over some allegations that he was a pedophile. And to my knowledge, there were 3 people who were involved of pushing these allegations upon Inquisitor to the point where he ended up taking his life on TikTok Live. And those 3 people are Tito, known as Tito is Acting Badly, Keegan's Mask, and then finally Tito's 17-year-old minor girlfriend, known as AJ. And they started this all-out witch hunt against this guy. Just full out, got the pitchforks and the torches. Everybody started calling this guy a pedophile over accusations that were almost immediately proven to be false. There was no substance, no evidence that he actually was a pedophile. They just took the story and ran with it without fact-checking whatsoever, which led to Inquisitor ending his life on a TikTok live stream. So the people involved in this absolutely deserve to have nothing good ever happen in their life again, and they straight up deserve to face criminal charges because what they did was a crime. That is first-degree manslaughter. They premeditated this. There is evidence that they planned to push these allegations upon Inquisitor when he never did any of it. He didn't deserve anything that happened to him. He was just a dude enjoying his life, doing a really, honestly, a really sick cosplay of Ghost and with an Inquisitor lightsaber. Like, it's a really cool cosplay, and he was just living life, having fun on TikTok, posting some pretty hard pictures, I gotta say, when these people just decided to ruin his life, straight up end his life, for no reason whatsoever. There is absolutely no cause besides them just being shitty people. But we're going to go through a re-upload here of Tito's response because he made like a 3-part response to this whole situation, apologizing. And I got to say, apology not accepted because this is, it's not much of an apology.
And here are some messages that almost everybody knows about.
So these are the messages that really 100% prove that they were trying to push these allegations on this guy and trying to falsify the allegations. She said, well, what the fuck are we gonna do? He said, it's not a life or death crisis, and here's what I want you to do. I want you to keep flirting with him and see where it goes. If he starts to get sexual, then I will expose him. We just need better and more proof. Isn't that a lot of proof? Baby, we need a reason for him to get canceled. Flirting is one thing, sexting is another. Oh, yeah, that's bad proof. We need recent proof. That right there, you should just be able to wipe your hands clean of it and say, that's pretty open and shut. That's proof right there that they were targeting this man and premeditating trying to get evidence of him being a pedophile.
And I'm being accused of wanting to call him out as a pedophile. Understand that I didn't want anything to do with this. In this screenshot, you can see why people are starting to blame me.
Yeah, we can see why people are starting to blame you because you're encouraging her, telling her to keep flirting with him to see if he's going to get sexual. You're setting up like a little box with a stick under it with a piece of cheese, trying to bait him in to sext with your minor girlfriend. But yeah, he wanted nothing to do with this. He was just masterminding and puppeteering the whole thing from the shadows, but he wanted nothing to do with it.
Why people are starting to blame me. Because it seems like I want to ruin his life.
It seems like you wanted to ruin his life? Yeah, darn tootin' it does. Because that's exactly what you're trying to do here.
I am not here saying I want to ruin his life. That is not what I said.
No, you didn't literally say that. But if you read this, if you understand English at a basic level, you can see that you are telling her to do things that would ruin his life if he did, go in with it and play along with it, which he didn't. He never did. But you cannot sit here and say that you did not intend to ruin his life when we're looking at messages that are literally a formula, a 3-step template of how to ruin his life. You even say it yourself right here that you have no evidence against him, and yet you kept pushing this narrative until the point where he couldn't take it anymore, and he took his own life because you forced him to. You two are the ones that are solely responsible for this, and they have to face some sort of consequences. I don't care if one of them is a minor. Charge both of them as adults and send them both, lock them up, send them to Davy Jones's locker. I don't know. They need some kind of legal repercussions.
Now, me and my girlfriend are getting a lot of hate, of course, which everybody knows. And now because she knows what happened, she knows what the cause of it was, she is starving herself.
Oh, are you trying to make us feel a little bit of pity for your girlfriend when she's starving herself, knowing that she's the reason that someone took their own life? Oh, that's a damn shame. She's starving herself when she realizes that her actions do have consequences. Wow. Wow. That's actually the response she should be having. She should feel miserable, like a piece of shit, like she is, over what she's done. And you should feel the same way, because you are just as guilty, my friend. You're her partner in crime. You two are like Bonnie and Clyde, except you didn't commit any cool crimes. You just are a bunch of losers who made some innocent person take their own life.
And she is getting nonstop DMs telling her she should end it.
I will say, even though they have done absolutely deplorable, unspeakable things that have had unimaginable repercussions, you still shouldn't tell them to kill themselves, you know? That's a bit too far. You just shouldn't say that.
I'm getting DMs as well telling her she should rot in hell.
Now that I can get behind. Those kind of DMs, those are fine. I think that's perfectly acceptable given the situation. Because she should rot in hell, as well as him. They both should rot in hell. Together, for eternity.
And a lot more DMs calling her names. And I really just am asking you guys to stop. It's because it's really pressuring her to unalive herself.
I will say it's never good when somebody's facing depression and they're thinking about ending it all. That's always terrible. But I'm just saying, you did that to a dude. If this is really happening, if she really is having suicidal thoughts because of this, do you not understand that's exactly what you and her did to Inquisitor? That is literally copy and pasted what you did to him. Except the hate is being rightfully directed towards you guys, and he didn't deserve that whatsoever. So if you can imagine what she's going through, imagine what Inquisitor was going through. A completely innocent man receiving hate for no reason because you two. So really, I just see this as getting a taste of your own medicine and realizing how terrible it tastes.
About a week ago, cosplayers, and I mean like 6, 7, 8, they all started DMing me asking for the screenshots that AJ was using. So I sent them the screenshots, and that's all I did. They had their own opinions about those screenshots. I didn't say anything else except, here are the screenshots. I did not message them first. They messaged me first.
So that right there sounds to me like he's trying to take no accountability whatsoever. If that wasn't obvious already, he's being like, hey, I'm the gas that started the fire, but I didn't start the fire myself. I was only the one who poured the gasoline all over everything. Someone else lit the match. It wasn't me. My hands are clean. Whenever he was the one who set it all up for it all to burn down. He's just trying so hard to weasel his way out of this like the pathetic little loser he is. Tito, all I have to say is I hope you get what you deserve. Which, if you don't know, that means being charged for the crime he committed, which is premeditated manslaughter. And on top of this already mountain of lies that I have shown you from these two, the underage girlfriend of Tito, was exposed for lying about her age to get in to initially talk to Inquisitor. She said, my boyfriend said I should get more evidence, since the one I have right now isn't enough. And since Inquisitor had minor DNI on his bio, I said, I'm not a minor, even though I am. And on top of her lying about her age, it turns out they were all in cahoots, premeditating this harassment campaign since like March. And this right here just proves that minors deserve to be just banned from the internet until they can actually make conscious thoughts that they understand their actions will have consequences, they do not deserve to be on the internet. They have no sense of accountability. They don't know what's right or wrong. And I guess they just don't understand the concept of consequences and their actions having consequences. Or else stupid shit like this would never happen. And that's pretty much it for the whole false allegations part of the story. We're moving on to the other side of it, the part 2, if you will. After all this happened, someone made a change.org petition to create an Inquisitor skin in Call of Duty to honor his memory. And there, as of me recording this video on the 16th of October, there is 41,330 signatures, with 1,700 of those coming from just today. And now I have heard some stuff floating around. It's just rumors, I think, but apparently Call of Duty is going to add him in. I don't know if it's true, but it'd be really cool to see. I think a ghost with a lightsaber would be a really cool thing to see in Call of Duty. Like, it's a dope-ass cosplay in the first place, but having it in Call of Duty would be really cool. But the description of this petition just says, Vincent was 23 years old when he passed. Rest in peace, soldier, and fly across the galaxy. Which just really tugs at your heartstrings, man. I read this, I was reading up on this situation, trying to get everything, understand it all, compile it all up. And it's just, man, it was so, I felt so sad. It damn near made me shed a tear. So now I just want to end the video off by showing you how much of a good spirit that Inquisitor seemed to be. I didn't know him before this situation. I'm not going to sit here and be like, I knew him, I watched him, he didn't deserve this. I only found out about him because of this situation, which is a tragic way to find out about someone. But now that I have watched some of his videos, he genuinely seemed like a very good, kind-hearted dude who wished nothing but happiness upon the world.
I threw my lightsaber.
The only thing he's ever been guilty of is living his life being true to himself, posting videos on TikTok of him and his Inquisitor ghost cosplay, and live streaming, where he apparently plays the guitar very beautifully. And that's how I'm going to end the video. That's pretty much it. And Inquisitor, Vincent, rest in peace, buddy. You deserved way better. And I'll catch you in the next one.
No, wait.